We are going to continue with our lesson on types of insurance policies. We have dealt with about 4 of them. Life, we started with fire insurance policy, we came to life assurance policy where we talk about some types, we talk about marine insurance policy, we talk about some types, then we came to accident insurance policy. That was where the video saved by itself or by default. Now, under accident insurance, we talk about 2. There was a third one that we couldn't talk about, and I'm going to continue from there. And that is what we call employers' liability insurance. So that is what is here. Employers' liability insurance. You are a business student, so you understand what is meant by liability. You know who an employer is. And we are talking about insurance policy. So when you say employer's liability, the question is, if you are an employee of somebody or a particular business, when you sustain any injury, when there is any accident at the workplace, whose responsibility is it to take care of the victim? It is the employer's responsibility. So that means that it becomes, if you, for example, you have sustained any injury, if there's any accident, and then you sustain injury, then let's say you went to hospital, it costs you 2,000 Ghana cedis. It is the employer's responsibility to pay such an amount. So what it then means is that, you know, insurance too is transfer of risk. So the employer transfers such a liability to the insurance company, so that in the event of occurrence of the risk, in other words, if the risk occurs, if any employee sustains injury at the workplace, then the insurance company, instead of the employer whose liability it is to compensate the employee, now that he has paid premium to the insurance company, then he has transferred that risk to the insurance company. So the insurance company will be the one to take care of the employee or the employees. So that is the employer's liability insurance. So we are moving to the next one, which is the 5th one. Burglary insurance policy. Simple. If you know, when you say somebody is a burglar, you understand it. If you have heard of burglar proof, or you people will say burglar proof, you know what it is. Now, why do you say, you say something is waterproof? Waterproof, what does that mean? Waterproof. If I have a phone, you say this phone is waterproof, this watch is waterproof. That means that if it falls into water, the water cannot damage it. It can resist water and its effect. So that is what it means. So when you say burglar proof, then it means that you are using that one to prevent thieves from entering into your store. That is it. So if you go for the burglary insurance policy, it means that you have gone for that policy so that in the event of any breaking into your store, when somebody breaks into your store, so when you go for this one, then it means that it's not just a matter of somebody stealing from your store. For example, you were there and then somebody came to your store and then there was this shoplifting. No, that is not what this policy is talking about. This policy means that there should be actual breaking into your store. And when you have maybe closed from work and then you go home, by the time you come the next day, upon all the securities that you have put in place, they have broken into your store and stolen items from the store. Then this policy will take care of that. The insurance company would indemnify you. So that is for the burglary insurance policy. Another type of insurance policy that we are going to look at is what we call Fidelity Guarantee Insurance Policy. Fidel. If you don't know the name of Fidel, go and find out. Fidelity guarantee insurance. What is it? Now, you know, at the workplace, there are some employees who have been entrusted to take custody of cash, money, funds. Examples are accountants, distributors, sales agents, and so on and so forth. Such people are supposed to be honest in respect of their dealings. But you see, there are certain times these people become dishonest. And by that, they embezzle fund. After they have embezzled the fund, they run away. So take note of this. Number one, funds have been embezzled. Number two, the person will run away. Once the person, if you have gone for the Fidelity Guarantee Insurance policy, and as a result of the employee's dishonesty, he embezzles funds and then he runs away, then this policy will take care of that. So whatever amount of money that might have been embezzled, the insurance company would indemnify you. But remember that I said the person might have run away. If the person is there, then the insurance company will not indemnify you. It is up to you to then take legal action against the person. The question you may also ask is that what about if the person resurfaces, the person comes back? Then that's why the insurance company, once they have indemnified the insured, they would take legal action against the person in order to retrieve their money. So that is for the Fidelity Guarantee Insurance. Another type of insurance policy that we have is what we call consequential loss. Others also call it business interruption policy. Some companies, that's how they call it. They call it business interruption policy. Now, you see, let me reiterate the fact that for insurance, the name, the term tells you what it is. Here it is consequential loss. You know, in English language, if you were writing an essay and then you wanted to show the result of something, then you say, consequently, that means you are showing the result of something. So here it means, so consequential loss. You have lost something. You have lost something as a result of what? Then, or here to look at it, interruption. Interruption. What do you mean when you say something has been interrupted? In one of my videos, whilst I was teaching, somebody came to the class and interrupted. And therefore, we had to pause. And that is why we have to even video it again, because the interruption spoiled everything. So, what has been interrupted here? Business has been interrupted. Business has been interrupted. What does that mean? You see, if your machines are working, then you have smooth business operation. But a time may come in the life of a businessman where, for example, fire may destroy his business, and that for that matter, he might not be able to operate the business. Machines have been destroyed. At that particular moment, the profit that he would have earned, he wouldn't have that profit. So what businessmen do is that because they anticipate such events, and therefore they will go for the consequential loss or the business interruption policy, so that in the event of their business being interrupted by the example I give, like fire has destroyed his machines and whatever, and he's not making profit, then the insurance company would indemnify him. So maybe every month he makes profit of 10,000 Ghana cedis. He had entered into an agreement with them. He told them he makes an average of 10,000 cedis every week, so that in the event of such incident, the insurance company should pay him on a monthly basis or of 10,000 Ghana cedis. They will calculate their premium, and then you'll be paying, so that when you stop operations as a result of that is why it is consequence. You have lost profit as a result of your inability to operate business, because the business has been interrupted by the incident, which is the fire. Then they will compensate you, they will indemnify you. So that's the